Hello, friends. It's Zita here. Today is Monday. I have no idea what the date is. I have to look. Yesterday I said February, but today is Monday, April 27th, 2020. It's day 34 of Stay Home, Stay Safe here in Washington. I'm at Bagley Downs Community Park. It's a nice day. It's kind of overcast, but it's not too cold. It's not raining. And wow, such a world. I just had an incredible Zoom meeting with three of my very good friends. It's a spiritual group, and we mostly connect online. We have a secret spiritual prayer inspiration group, and they're fantastic women. I learned so much from them, and it was so nice to see their faces. And I'm new to Zoom. I teach a couple kids on Zoom. I teach most of the rest on Skype, but I've never done a group meeting. And it went really well. It was like looking at the screen was like looking at the old Brady Bunch with all of our faces. But it was almost like we were there. And we were sharing just how we've been surviving during this pandemic and the pluses, the minuses. And interestingly enough, I told them how I walk in the park every day and how it's just so ironic that we're hearing all this stuff, this alarming news about the virus and people suffering and dying, and it's just so tragic. And then what the politicians are doing to try to keep order and try to keep people safe and to move forward. And it's hard not to be anxious. And then I come out to this park, and the birds seem like they're singing louder, and everything is green, and the air is fresh, and there's flowers, and they said they've been experiencing the same thing, that the birds seem to be singing louder, and they've been seeing more wildlife. One lady lives in northern Washington, and they've been seeing more and more eagles. So it's just really interesting. I find the posts on Facebook just fascinating, how the wildlife is coming out more. I mean, I saw bison on the beach. So it's an interesting world we're in right now. There's this invisible enemy we can't see, but that's killing off so many of our loved ones. Yet the animals are thriving and the trees are green. Yeah, so those are just some interesting thoughts, but I got so much inspiration from these women. And, it is exhausting actually teaching online and communicating online. It's a lot more work than what we're used to. But we're adapting. And the human race has always been a very adaptable species, don't you think? Yeah, so they're talking about more and more about transitioning, getting us back into the world, but it's going to be a new normal. And we'll see what happens with that. I haven't heard yet when Washington is going to open back up, but they're saying sometime in May, and I'm sure there'll be restrictions. They're waiting for, I believe it's 14 days of no more deaths before they completely open us up. But there are a lot of cases still. Globally, 3,055,308 cases, 211,000 deaths. That's globally. In the United States, 1,005,000 cases, 56,000 deaths. Here in Washington, we pretty much plateaued. It's 13,521 cases, 749 deaths. Oregon's going up a little bit, 2,354 cases, 92 deaths. I didn't write down my scripture for today. Bad me. What was yesterday's psalm? I'm just going through the psalms. Yesterday's psalm was Psalm 86. So today's psalm is 87. Let's just stick with that. It was so nice at the end of my spiritual group meeting today. We had 2 minutes of silence. 2 minutes sounds like a long time, but it was much needed. We sat in silence with each other. We voiced our prayer request, and then we said the Lord's Prayer. It was just beautiful. So actually, as an introvert, all of us are in that group, but I'm feeling the need for more connection, more just deep but simple, loving connection. And the most amazing thing happened after my meeting. I told my daughter and and her husband that I was going out for my walk in the park. I call it my journalism when I come and talk to you guys. But I've been ordering a lot of things off Amazon and online, and I've been ordering a lot of music for home because I don't have much at home in my little room by my digital piano. Most of my music's at the music center, which I can't get to right now. And I'm teaching online. I need it. It's nice to have the hard copy. It's really hard to play and teach off of digital copies. So I was leaving, and the maintenance man for our apartment complex came and handed me a box, and I said, I'm so excited. It's my music. And he says, music? I said, yeah, I teach piano. And he was so happy because he is a self-taught musician, and he's going to take piano lessons for me. And I thought, that's nice. That was just a nice connection, and I haven't connected with new people for a long time because I've been shut away. So, and as I speak, I was talking about the birds. There's a meeting of birds here in the field. I don't know if you can see them. Just little blackbirds. Right here in the field. Yeah, but the animals just seem really happy these days. The birds are just singing. The squirrels are scampering. And people are dying. People are always dying. We live and then we die, so it's really important. We were talking about this in our group. It's really important to really be present in this moment because we don't know when our last moment will be. And I certainly hope we get this virus under control and learn to just appreciate what life we have here and now. Anyway, those are all my musings for today. And I hope that you're having a good day, and I hope that your family is well. And I pray for those that are suffering. Pray for those that are alone and suffering mental illness now. It must be really hard to be cut off from people. And what I really is on my heart is I'm praying for us as we open our societies back up to going back into the world, business as usual, restaurants opening, gyms, schools eventually, sporting events, that we treat each other kinder and that we're more mindful in our daily lives. And on that note, this is Zita signing out. We'll talk to you tomorrow.